You ever have those days where you feel like your timing's off, you're not contacting the ball well, and even if you do, it doesn't seem to go as far as what it normally does? That's really frustrating. Today we're going to have a look at the elements of timing and how you can improve those in your golf swing. Hi, I'm Peter Knight. I've created this channel to help you on your golfing journey to become the best golfer that you can be. And each week I'm providing videos which are going to help you to become that kind of golfer that you want to be. Just to make sure that you don't miss any, hit the subscribe button, not the one on the screen here, but the one below just above the comments section, and also the grey notification bell beside it so that you're not going to miss any of the videos that I put out. Let's talk about timing. So timing is really about sequencing movement correctly. The vast majority of golfers have their movement out of order. So what I mean by that, if we're looking to create good timing, and if we just look at the, say, backswing and downswing movements, as I begin my backswing, I'm creating a movement where my arms and my upper body, hands and club, all pretty much go back together, and they will lead my hip movement. So that by the time I get to the end of the backswing, I've created torque through the midsection of my body. So my hips have turned less than what my upper body has moved. In the downswing, I want to use that torque to help me to develop a good sequenced movement. So from the top of the backswing, as I begin my downswing, my hips are moving first, and this is critical. That's following my upper body, my arms, and the club. So what we need to do is we need to develop some drills that are going to help us to get the timing, get the correct order of movement. So if I just isolate the movement almost purely just to arms and hands, and I let the club swing back and through. So now I'm not using my hands, I'm just allowing the weight of the club to move around my hands back and through. So I can find that I've got some flow between my arms and the club. Now the opposite to that would be to use my hands to try and swing the club through. And even if you practice those two things, you'll find that when you make the movement where your arms are leading the movement and you're just playing with the weight of the club, it's a much freer, much more flowing movement, which of course is what we want. Now if I begin to add a little bit of body turn to that, so now I'm just going to allow my upper body to turn back and through. So now I feel like my upper body is leading my arms and the club as I swing through. So now my arms are fairly light, and again, I'm playing with the weight, the swinging weight of the club. This is critical. So now I've got my upper body leading my arms and the club, and I can still feel that flowing movement. If you find that you lose the feel of that flow, go back to using just letting the club move around your wrists as you go back and through until you get that. So you'll notice that you're taking a lot of tension out of your arms and also out of your hands. When you're making this swing at very low speeds, it's very easy to keep the tension out. Of course, as the swing speed increases, there will naturally be an increase of tension, but probably not the extent that you would normally have in your swing. So now, not only have I got my upper body moving, but now I'm going to introduce the lower body movement as well. So as I start back, my upper body's leading the backswing movement, lower body leads the downswing movement. And again, there's no force, no forced speed, no pressure on the swing to try and make it go quickly. I'm just getting the feel from here, lower body leading back and through. Now, if that becomes a challenge point, which it's going to be for a lot of golfers, make some swings where you're swinging the club horizontally. So from here, if I turn my body back to here, and then from here, it feels a lot easier to let my lower body lead the movement. So my lower body leads, and then upper body follows my lower body, arms follow my upper body, and then the club is moving last of all. And I can again feel with that flowing movement where I'm getting that movement which is being led by my hips. Now we'll look at the feet, because the feet are actually involved before my hips are involved. So when I swing the club, at the start of the swing, my balance is pretty even on both feet. From here, I want to get the sense for the drill of putting almost 100% of pressure into my right foot. Now to do that, if I lift my left foot off the ground, I've got 100% of pressure into my right foot. If I lift my right foot up, I've got 100% of pressure into my left. So when I swing the club back and through, I want to feel like I'm putting close to 100% of pressure into my right foot, which I've got here, because I could actually lift that foot off the ground if I wanted to. And then, so that pressure, as I begin my backswing, the pressure's moving into my right foot, and then from there, in the downswing, I'm going to move the pressure as early as I can into my left foot. So the pressure moves, then the hips move, and then the upper body. So if I'm making little practice swings, pressure's into the right foot, pressure's into the left foot. And you can see I don't have to have a big swaying movement with my body to achieve that. So now if we're putting it all together, practice that movement so it feels like from the top of the backswing, pressure into the left first, then hips, upper body, arms and hands. And again, we're looking for, or looking to avoid, I should say, anything happening from here or arms or upper body first, because that's going to interfere with your timing and it's going to interfere with your swing path. So when the club swings back and through, we'll play a shot, and we're looking for pressure to go straight into the left foot as the downswing begins. And that will deliver me the best amount of power and timing. If you have any questions or any comments about this timing movement, stick them in the comments below, because you'll find that as you do this drill, you'll get some great insights. You'll probably start to hit the ball further than you ever have in your life. And the other thing is it'll feel like you're able to do it with a lot less effort.